Well, The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It took the top spot at the box office this weekend. Matt Perrin shares his thoughts on the film in your Monday Movie Musings.
Welcome to another Monday. So it seems that horror reigns supreme at the box office. The newest film in the Conjuring universe beat expectations, knocking A Quiet Place 2 down to number 2 at the box office. It was a solid performance considering it was released both in theaters and on HBO Max. So did this third installment in the main trilogy live up to its predecessors, or at least the spin-offs? Let's take a look and dive right into The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. Our movie begins with our paranormal investigative couple, Ed and Lorraine Warren, reprised by Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga, respectively. The two are helping to end the possession of a young boy, David, who is being terrorized. They succeed in freeing him, but the source of evil moves into his sister's boyfriend, Arnie. When things start going weird for Arnie, he suddenly discovers that he has committed a murder. His girlfriend, who was a witness, claims that it was him, but it wasn't him at the same time, and after some convincing by the Warrens, his lawyer and he plead not guilty by reason of demonic possession. It's now up to Ed and Lorraine to prove this defense. They set out to do just that and discover a totem that actually cursed the family and draws parallels with another case over 100 miles away. The Warrens set out to solve that one, hoping it will help with Arnie. The police are, of course, skeptical, but after Lorraine demonstrates some of her clairvoyance, they accept the help. Lorraine is able to piece together what happened, but it causes immediate danger to her and Ed. But they are getting closer to the truth. As the movie progresses, we see that Arnie is still having to square off with a demonic entity while in prison, and the Warrens need to hurry to save not only him, but themselves, who have also become targets. We spin off into satanic cults and curses, waiting to see if Ed and Lorraine can bring salvation, and if they can, will Arnie still fall victim to the executioner that his trial will lead him to? So, what to say about this one? First off, I'm not going to fake it. I have always shied away from the Conjuring universe, having only seen The Curse of La Llorona, which at the time I didn't even know was a spin-off. But I knew they were known for tension and jump scares, which surprised me when I watched this one and noticed that any jump scares that came are obviously telegraphed and don't really land. I also didn't find it all that scary, just more of a thriller. But upon looking at other reviews, that seemed to be the consensus. Even though fans really liked it, they found it not to be too scary and want James Wan back in the director's chair. That being said, the movie is fun to watch based on the chemistry of Wilson and Farmiga. They really work well together, and I can see why people are invested in these movies. One of my criticisms is the title of the movie and the trailers are misleading. Very little time is spent on the trial itself. You get the initial plea and then a postscript about the result. I think delving into that a little more would have added some depth to this one. Instead, it becomes more of a whodunit and can we stop them, which again is a different direction for the franchise. It definitely works on the based on a true story from the files of Ed and Lorraine Warren, but just by watching you can tell the few true story aspects and definitely pick out the liberties taken. All in all, it's entertaining and piqued my interest in the first two films, but the horror aspect is a little lacking. This has been your Monday Movie Musing. Back to you.